everyone. So today I'm doing a new review. I recently refitted my daughter in a pair of Mirellas, and I've been wanting to try this particular model for a long time because it looks similar to the Hannah's but slightly less square, and the Hannah's are just a hair too square. I mean, they work for me, but they're just a hair too square for my daughter's foot. So these are the Mirella Whispers, and they're a really pretty shoe. I'll hold up. The bottom has a sewn-in sole similar to Grishko if you've used those before. It's really, they've got a nice rose gold kind of pattern on the bottom, which is cute. And the sizing is exactly like block. So if you wear a 6 in block, you're probably going to wear a 6 in Mirella's, because block owns Mirella. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in a 0X, which I personally would like for myself. But we have a single X6 here. The profile is very low, as you can see. It's a nice, snug profile. Let me see if I can move this. I like the heel. The heel is similar to the Hannah's as well. I think it doesn't have the heel cap, which is good because I'm not a fan of that. But it's a low enough heel to where it won't cut in high into the Achilles. It stays down here on the bone, but a high enough heel that it doesn't slip off very easily. So a little rosin on the back of your ankle, on the back of your heel, and it works pretty well. The inside is very sweet. It's a nice pink it's not a standard liner. It's thicker here with some foam padding, which I really like. As someone who sinks regularly, if you have the tendency to sink, this might be a good option for you because it has that extra foam squishy side, and it goes all the way through the box. And then it has a kind of a felty, velvety liner. It doesn't have the typical white, regular thin liner. It's a little bit thicker. So I just feel like it kind of grabs the foot a little bit better and prevents sinking. It does also have, if you can see, there you go, a toe pad in the bottom, which normally I don't love those, but my daughter said it works really well for her. I haven't tried this shoe personally, so I will probably be trying this one next, but it's one that you could easily pull out if you wanted to. It's just glued there in the tip. So low profile, semi-tapered, definitely slightly more tapered than a Hannah. I would say slightly less square than, what was it, the Advanced is what we tried. So slightly less square than the Advanced, but so it's like a semi-tapered, it's in the middle. I am pretty impressed with this shoe. It is pre-arched. It comes feeling quite hard because it has a nice pre-arch, as you can see, in the sole. It is also 3/4, so this back here is soft, and you can actually see probably where the shank underneath stops. So it's a 3/4, again, similar to a 2007, to a Grishko, and then it stops, and then it has this really pliable top. So if you break low, this would be a great option because it supports really well all the way up to the 3/4, and then it encourages your foot to break higher. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my daughter slip them on, and I'll pull the bar over, and then I'll show you what they look like. She's just tying them up. Come over. Okay, so you can see they're pre-arched. So I also have a foot that kind of melts, it pronates, and this is a really great option for a foot that tends to kind of spread out on the floor because it really is supportive without doing all the work for you. So go ahead and go up into Susu. All right. So as you can see, it's a really nice shape. It's not too tapered. Make sure that fits under. And then the heel is very, very flattering. So a lot of times I have this problem as well. We have similar feet. If the heel is too deep, it will, too high, it will actually bunch up funny and it just doesn't look very flattering. So this is a really nice heel if you have that issue. Go ahead and roll down really quick. The Vamp If you could just go to first, yeah, so we can look. So the vamp, I would say, is medium. It's definitely higher than the advanced. The vamp is comparable to the Hannah, I would say. So it might be slightly longer than the Hannah, but it's not a super deep vamp. It's a medium vamp for sure. It has a nice support through here. See, the heel is really snug and stays in place. And then go ahead and go parallel, go that way real quick, just so we can, yeah. So you can see it just is a really good fit. She's still breaking them in, and they are harder than her last shoes. So the shank is quite supportive, and it does break higher. So that's just something to keep in mind, and you can roll down. So yeah, they're really pretty shoes. Overall, low profile, medium vamp, semi-tapered box, pre-arched, low heel. It's not too low, I've seen lower, but it's lower than a lot of the block models that have the heel cap goes a little higher. Cotton, these are not elastic, so you've got the regular cotton drawstring. Ideally, if the shoe fits properly in the foot, you don't really need the drawstring, so that doesn't bother me at all. Sometimes I like an elastic drawstring, it just depends on the model of the shoe. In this shoe, the way it's fitting is ideal, so obviously you don't even need the drawstring really. And then, yeah, 3/4 shank. So in the shank, I would say, as far as block models go, if I was to compare this Mirella shank to a block, I would say it's probably harder than a lot of the block models. It's a pretty firm shank. So, but I think it'll mold, break in beautifully because of that 3/4 at the top. All right, that's it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any other questions that I missed. And yeah, they're the Mirella Whispers. And I'm excited. I think I'm going to try them next. I have not seen the matte. Personally, I haven't tried the matte. It seemed like when I looked at the pictures of the matte and then the satin, that the regular satin looked slightly less square. I could totally be wrong on that, but when I looked at the pictures, just with them side to side, that's what it looked like. But of course, ideally, they probably make them exactly the same. But if you've tried either the matte or the satin, let me know. I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And I hope this video is helpful. Have a great day. Bye.